Hello and welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I posted in here, but I am here to tell you why I just disappeared off the face of the earth. Because I don't like doing that. I like to tell you guys if I'm going away on holiday or something like that, I like to tell you guys that I won't be posting for 2 weeks. It wasn't my intention. So, this video is going to contain some really exciting news and some not so exciting news. So we'll kind of get the not so exciting news out of the way first, because the exciting news has more to it. There was a very strange noise outside. I have no idea what that was. Anyway, the not so great news is, if you watch my videos, then the last video I done, I mentioned that there was somebody that wasn't keeping too well. I'm pretty sure my mum won't mind me saying, and if she does, then this portion of the video will not exist. But that person was my grandpa, and he sadly passed away about 2.5 weeks ago. So yeah, it was very much sudden and quite a bit of a shock. We weren't expecting it. He hadn't been keeping well and he'd had surgery, and he was in the hospital in March and he got out April, and then he got readmitted at the end of April again, and we just thought he'd taken a dizzy turn. We didn't think anything to this extreme. So that was a bit of a shock. But he's in a better place now, he doesn't have to suffer, he's with Gran and everything is good. And moving on to the good news, the good portion of the news, and I honest to goodness think my grandpa played a massive part in this, because the exact same day my grandpa passed away, I got a very special letter through the door. So let me rewind even further, because I haven't said to you guys, because I didn't want to. So I might have said in one of my vlogs that I'd started something that was very exciting, a big adult moving forward thing, and I was being vague about it because I just didn't want to say anything until something happened, and I'm being vague about it just now. So basically, in March I signed up with a company called Reemploy, and if you've never heard of them, they are a company for people with disabilities and mental health problems, and they help you get a job. So I took that massive big step of wanting to try and apply for jobs again. So I finally got with them. I've been working on it the full year, and I've been in contact with my career advisor for quite some time. So March is when I finally felt ready enough to start applying for jobs. Most of them have been NHS. Don't even get me started in the NHS, because they are my massive bad books right now. Massive bad books. I won't bore you, but Equal Opportunities Act, they're not following it, they're being bad. But yeah, somebody I know seen a job and they said you should try applying for this, and I thought okay, applied for it and everything. The organisation, I'm not obviously going to say the name or what have you, but the organisation sounded fantastic. They were local to me. I loved everything the organisation stood for. It just seemed perfect. The hours were perfect. It was everything I was looking for, because I am 26. I've never had a job before. I don't want to do full time. I couldn't manage full time. I will want to do full time at one point, but not right now. With my disability, other things going on up in the old noodly brain, I just didn't want to throw myself in at the deep end, because I was freaking out. You know, this is when I had my interview, and my interview went really, really well. It was last Thursday. It went really well. I was just myself, happy, chirpy, all the usual things. But after my interview, I always forget. I always ask all these insightful, great questions, and I always forget to ask, how long will it be until I hear? Like, it's the most simplest question, and I always forget to ask. But I had funny feeling it would be Thursday that I would hear if I was going to hear anything. But yeah, I came out of the interview thinking, oh, that went well. But then I started to panic a little bit, thinking, I'm a JAWS user, but I have absolutely no experience in how to work Microsoft Excel and Access. And my mum tried to show me some stuff, but we didn't know how to do certain things via JAWS, and I'm freaking out thinking, I don't know what to do. I contacted a charity called Visibility, and they talked it all through me, and I was put at ease. I'm giving you like the bullet pointed version. And I was put at ease. You know, they were saying, oh, you've got the job, and I was like, no, don't have the job. I've had an interview, and I was just freaking out because I didn't know what happens with access to work and everything, and they explained everything to me. And bless my boyfriend, he called me this morning because he's been applying for jobs and what have you, so he started a new job, which is great. So he's been doing training all day today, and he called me this morning before he went into work, and me still being in bed, I was all croaky, but God bless him for calling me, because he, you know, woke me up enough to be awake and uncroaked my voice, because the minute I came off the phone to him, I seen the number and I thought, oh, here we go, this is you know, before I answered the phone, I was talking to my boyfriend like, have a nice day at work, and then it's like, hello? Putting on my best, happy, lovely, cute voice. And they said to me that they were really impressed with me, they really liked me, they said I had a great attitude, and I was waiting for the but, and I was like, but, and there was a but, and they said, but you just didn't have as much experience as the other person, which is always my downfall, and I'm probably not the only one on the planet that has that. It's always my downfall. It's never my personality, it's always experience, which is so hard, but we won't get into it. But then she said to me, but we'd still like to offer you a position. She's like, it's not as many hours, but would you want it? And I was like, yeah, so I've got a job! I've got a job! And I'm so excited because I keep saying that to people. It's like, I'm 26. I've never worked a day in my life. That makes me sound really lazy. I've done buttloads of volunteering, as you guys may or may not know. I have done volunteering since I was blooming well 19, I think. I just pulled that number out my backside. I think it is 19. And I've never had like a paying job or anything, and I thought this is a great opportunity because not only, I mean, it's less hours, I don't care because I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for experience and to get into that kind of environment. The money's just a massive bonus because it makes me feel as if I'm not just doing another volunteering gig. I'm actually like earning my pennies. But I'm so happy because, like I was saying at the start, I had so many worries. I was contacting all my blind friends about technology I would need. I didn't know if I needed to know the technology beforehand. And so knowing that it's stripped back hours, I don't know how to word it there, stripped back hours, it just makes me feel even better, because when I was talking to the man from Visibility, he said that I could get, with access to work, I could get provided training, and somebody who is proficient in JAWS and Microsoft Excel and Access can teach me. So I thought that's great. When I'm not working, I can be taught on how to use these, and I thought it's like an apprenticeship, and I thought that's great, because then when there comes a time when I want to up my hours or anything like that, I don't need to be like, well, I can't use these packages but I'm happy to learn. Like, I'll be so much more confident in that area or that setting. So I am eternally grateful for them for giving me this opportunity. Like, that's so nice of them, and I'm still in absolute shock that they've like created this little position just for me. I must have done something right, and I'm so sorry if I'm coming across as bragging or anything. I really don't mean to be. I'm just so happy. Like, it's incredible. because the same day my grandpa died was the same day I got that letter through the door saying I'd been invited to the interview, and the whole day I felt rubbish because I was excited, and I kept telling myself I shouldn't be excited, I shouldn't be feeling happy, my grandpa's died today, and I was feeling guilty about the whole thing. And then yesterday was my grandpa's funeral, and today I've been told that I've got the job. So I think my grandpa has had a hand in all of this. I really think he has, and he's just like the best man ever, and I love him so much, and I know he would be the first person to congratulate me. So that is where I've been. That is where I've been at. That is what I've been up to. Nothing else has really been happening in the world of Ray, but then you're probably thinking, I think that's enough for you to contend with right now. Don't worry, I'll still be doing YouTube. It is only part-time, so I've got lots of time, you know, for YouTube, for my other voluntary positions. So it's like the best of both worlds. I'm still getting experience, I still have a job, but it's not like I'm going to have to be like, okay, I need to stop doing this and that because I can't fit it all in. So it's still kind of, I know there will come a time in my life where I'm going to have to strip back my volunteering and my other hobbies because I just can't physically fit it in. But right now, I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah, everything's really good. Oh, and I've started doing yoga as well. It's, you know, it's a life update, why not? I've started doing yoga too, so hopefully when things start to open even more back up with the coronavirus, I can go to yoga classes. I have a lady that comes with me, so my biggest barrier being blind was when you go to these kind of workout classes, usually the setup is you've got somebody down the front of the class showing you how to do the positions, and you know, when you're blind that's not really an option. But I've got this lady that is hopefully going to be accompanying me there, which is really, really good. So yeah, hopefully I can be into my yoga a bit more. I'm trying to move away. I still do running, but not as much, and swimming, hopefully I'll get that started back again. But I'm trying to move more towards conditioning exercising rather than cardio, because it's too harsh on my body. And one day hopefully I'll get to start pole again, and if that's the case I will just solely focus on my pole, my yoga, Pilates, and my swimming. And I'm not completely not doing running anymore, but there will come a time where I will stop my running. It's a bit of a shame because I was supposed to do my marathon last year and then this year, but because of the virus, the only reason I'm still keeping going with my running and still training is because I do want to do that marathon. But I can see that when that marathon's finished I will pull back a lot from my running, because it's kind of like, you know, I've achieved that milestone, okay, let's move on to the next thing. Because it's just not great for my overall health. It's just, it's a lot of cardio, it's really harsh on your body. So yeah, I'll just stick to my swimming since it's a little less harsher, because I'd only be doing it twice a week as opposed to nearly every day. But yeah, that's my little update. I can't think of anything else to update you on. If you guys are watching this and you yourself were in the position I was, like, you know, you want a job and you're blind and you have no idea, you've got the same fears I have, you don't know how access to work works, I'm more than happy to do, like, talk you through the stepping stones of what I did and how I did it, and how access to work actually works in a kind of fun and informal way, because you get a lot of these videos that are very what's the word I'm looking for, boring and dry, and you're watching these videos and you're like, I'm not really taken to this. So let me know, because I'd be more than happy to do that. And then when I'm in the office as well, if there's anything, you know, things that you'd never think about, like sighted people would never think about, like, you know, how does a blind girl go to the toilet in her work when she doesn't know where the toilets are, you know? So getting around these kind of obstacles, I'd love to do that. So I hope you guys are having an okay May, and the weather's starting to get a little bit better for you. It's getting better for us indeed. And I hope you're keeping happy, safe and well, and I love you guys all so much.